Right from the start, this isn't your average courtroom hearing. What we're seeing is a tense plea proceeding where every word matters. The defendant, Annabel Bishop, isn't just facing time, she's facing the consequences of what the state calls continuous family violence. 5 years are on the line, and the tone in this room? You could cut it with a knife.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? 2023 CR 2077. State of Texas versus Annabel Bishop. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Ruben Herrera for the state.
Defense.
Thomas Siller for the defendant.
Are you Annabel Bishop?
Yes, ma'am.
You entered a plea on May 1st. According to the plea bargain agreement, and it's a continuous violence case, the state is silent on your application, but they're asking that punishment be assessed at 5 years in the prison. Have parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor. I just have one witness, Your Honor.
All right.
From the state.
Thank you. You may call your witness.
Uh,
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up so the court reporter can hear and I can hear. All right, can you state your name for the record?
Anna Bishop.
All right. Defense?
Please state your relationship to Ms.
I'm her mother.
At this point, you understand the charges against this court, pending in this court?
Yes, I
Do
do.
you know the dynamics of the ex-husband and his father?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And at this point, they are wanting her to go away for 5 years.
Of course they do.
It's this, can you please tell the court what are your wishes as to your daughter?
I don't think that she'd be. I don't think she should go for 5 years.
Do you ask this court to grant her deferred adjudication?
I plead with this court to grant her deferred.
At this point, there's
This is one of those moments that hits you in the gut, a mother begging a judge not to send her daughter to prison. You can hear the heartbreak under her voice. But here's the thing, love and law don't always align. No matter how emotional this gets, the court has to weigh facts, not feelings.
the court prepared, or the court says there's no mental health issues. And what kind of needs do you think your daughter has if given probation today, substance abuse wise?
Yes, that should be placed in a program and
Outpatient, that is?
outpatient, yes.
Is it, what kind of drugs is she using?
To my knowledge, and for CPS, it's weed.
And other than that, what other, does she need any kind of additional mental health services? Anything? What
I
else does
believe
she?
that she might, yes.
I know that nothing was identified officially, but what makes you think that?
Nothing was identified because no one's taken the time to actually, you know,
But what are
counsel
your
her.
concerns with her?
their.
All right, you all need to talk one at a time.
What are your concerns with your daughter?
My concerns are that she just needs the help that she needs. And she doesn't need to go to prison. I think that she would be able to do this out.
Is it your first felony, of course?
Yes, her first.
And
Yes.
who else lives in the household with you?
Just me.
You spend a lot of money and effort to get her on bond. How much money did you spend on that?
$2,500
Okay, and then she's back in jail. Why is that? Why is she back in jail?
because she missed her court date.
And other than that, she was always a good, well behaved.
Yes, and she only missed her court date because she had a scratch in her eye. And she does have medical records for that.
Okay, and at this point, do you think she will be able to successfully comply with the education requirements, going to classes, making appointments, reporting, staying away from the alleged victim?
Yes.
Okay, and it says here that she has shown no remorse. She thinks it's all fun and games what she did to the ex-father-in-law. What do you think? Do you think she's remorseful?
Yes, I do, and they should be remorseful for what
I
they
was
did
saying
to her.
she took responsibility for what she's charged with. So you're not saying she's innocent, but she's remorseful, you're saying?
Yes.
And she understands,
Remorse.
and she understands, and you understand, if the court was to give her on her first felony, the education, if she messes up, she'll get the full individual punishment, You go to prison for much longer. She understands that. You understand that.
I understand.
Okay.
You would need to ask her.
But you have a high school diploma. She understands everything. She's competent, you believe?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And at this point again, I was trying to clarify with you. Does she need mental health evaluation, you think?
Yes, I do.
On what basis?
On the basis that I've been her mother for the last 25 years and I know my daughter, and she's changed a lot ever since she met her husband. And she's just mentally been abused by that family. That's what I'm basing it.
What kind of service does she need? Counseling? Does she need evaluation? What does she need?
I would think that she would need counseling and psychiatric evaluation.
But all that can be done outpatient. You're asking for the court to grant a deferred release her today?
Yes, I am. I'm pleading.
I pass the witness. Thank you.
Any questions?
No questions.
All right, I have some questions. So you're her mother?
Yes,
How many children does she have?
she has two.
All right. Why was CPS involved?
Because her father-in-law called CPS.
Okay. And the grandchildren were placed with the father-in-law, correct?
They were placed with the father-in-law and the non-biological grandmother.
Okay. So that's where the children were placed.
Now, this part's critical. The judge starts unpacking the CPS safety plan. For anyone unfamiliar, that's not a custody order. It's a temporary agreement meant to protect children while parents get their lives together. The judge is basically saying, this wasn't the system taking sides, it was the system throwing out a lifeline. But Annabel, she may have crossed that line.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you aware of the facts of this case?
Not all the facts.
Are you aware that she gave him a black eye?
No.
Are you aware that she went over to the home? At the job site, it states, the victim said that his grandchildren were placed on a safety plan on Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023 by Child Protective Services due to physical abuse allegations. Do you know what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what that means is that Child Protective Services didn't do a legal case, and her attorney will tell you this. They just did a safety plan. So the safety plan is designed to get the parents stabilized. So what they did was they placed the children with the father-in-law, and I'm sure they told her that these are the times that you can have your children as far as visitation. So what he says is around 9 a.m. today, the defendant, your daughter, came to his job site again, banging on the door. His coworker alerted him that she was here, and they called the police. The grandfather came through the gates and told her to leave. She began yelling, "Where are my effing kids?" He grabbed her phone and threw it so that she would leave the property. She then punched him in the face a couple of times and ran to get her phone. Shortly after, she returned on the property, threatening to damage the grandfather's truck and flatten his tires. She was looking for rocks, so he went to stop her. She came at him swinging with a closed fist. He grabbed her by the shirt and hip tossed her to the ground. He placed his hand on her back until she calmed down.
Boom. The judge just dropped the truth bomb. Parents often defend their children out of love, but denial can be dangerous, especially in family violence cases. When she says, "Take off the rose-colored glasses," that's not courtroom rhetoric, that's a warning. Judges don't like when accountability gets blurred by emotion. And here it is Annabel's moment to speak. This is where most defendants try to humanize themselves: remorse, explanation, sometimes even deflection. But the second she says, "He put his hands on me too," the tone shifts. The judge locks in. Because in court, excuses can sound a lot like denial, and denial never helps in sentencing. "4 years. You can almost hear the weight of that number drop in the room. Annabel's quiet plea, "Please don't do this," is haunting. But remember, this isn't just punishment. It's the court's message: actions have consequences, especially when family violence and children's safety are involved. Justice doesn't always feel good, but it has to feel fair.